So, good morning. Can you all hear me? Can you give me a reply in the chat box? If the audio and video is clear, can you just give me a reply? Yes. So, yeah, we are here to discuss the MTP one. And at the outset, I should thank Sikasa Ernakulam branch for organizing this session and the coordinators Amrita, Anaga, and all of them has been really working hard. And I wish Ernakulam Sikasa all the very best. So without delay, let's start the session. And yeah, let's keep it interactive. Um, keep replying through the chat box. Just that I can't hear, but please interact through the chat box. And it is MTP 1, mock test paper 1 for the upcoming May 26 examination. Okay, so I'll just share the screen. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you can see the screen, right? Okay, yeah. So, okay. So, guys, without delay, let's go. The entire session we are planning, or I'm planning in such a way that it's like in the examination. In the examination, 30 marks is MCQ and 70 marks is descriptive. How will you approach in the exam? Same way we will go. So the first question. Now you can say, it's an individual MCQ, so you can read. Keep replying in the chat box. CA Isha has been appointed as statutory auditor for the financial year by Air Limited, which is on the verge of becoming SIC unit and has accumulated losses, but the said losses are not equal or exceeding the entire net worth as per the audited FS for the year 23-24. The audited accounts for the year 21-22, 22-23 were showing a liability for payment of undisputed audit fees, but were completely settled during the financial year 23-24. In terms of council guidelines of the relevant provision, which of the following is correct as per the scenario? Can you please let me know which provision came to your mind? Actually, this is relating to professional ethics, chapter number 19. Okay. So, do you remember one point in council guidelines? Whenever there is a correct council guidelines, so there is a point. Whenever there is a undisputed fees, okay, you should not accept the audit except if it is a sick unit. Now, I wanted two answers. Is this a sick unit? Can you reply? Is this a sick unit? This is at the verge of becoming sick. Not sick. It is only at the verge. And accumulated losses not exceeding. So it's not sick. If it is not sick unit, can you accept the audit without fees being cleared? Answer is no. So now let me know which is the answer. Shall be deemed to be guilty as she accepted, would not be deemed to be guilty, would not be deemed to be guilty, shall be deemed to be guilty. Now let me know, then we'll discuss the answer. Guilty or not guilty? Before we choose the option, can you say, is it guilty or not guilty? Guilty or not guilty? Let me know. Answer is, hello. No, 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 not guilty. Why? You are being appointed as auditor for which year? 2024-25. When they paid the fees, it was completely settled in 23-24. So before the appointment, the entire fees was cleared. That's correct. I always say whenever there is a date or year in the question, it may have some impact. So here they have given so much of years. So answer is before your appointment, the entire dues is cleared. So you are not guilty. So not guilty, not guilty. So rule out. Now which not guilty? Bia, Sia. Can you say which one? Isha would not be guilty as she accepted appointment, which is at the verge. Second, I mean, C. She has accepted the appointment, which is not secunet and no unpaid fees, which is better option. Bia, Sia. Answer is C. Why? As on the date, there is no outstanding fees. From this, please learn one point. If there is a date or year in the question, at times it is irrelevant, at times it can have some twists and turns like this. Are we clear? If one is clear, can you say two? Let's go to the second question. First question answer is C. Second, this is very easy. This is from chapter number internal control, chapter number 4. Okay, now you read. Sambhav and Associate, a firm of chartered accountants, has been appointed as the auditor of a large manufacturing company. Sambhav, the partner, highlighted need of obtaining a comprehensive understanding of internal control, the major areas of purchase, sales, payroll, receivables. To accomplish this, team conducted discussion with the heads and they designed detailed, logically sequenced questions. Response were of the same were formally documented by responsible executives so that they can serve as an evidence. Which of the following techniques were used? Totally, how many techniques are there to evaluate the control? From CA Inter, we learned this. There are totally four techniques. Narrative record, checklist, correct, questionnaire, flowchart. Here they say it's a sequenced questions. So it is either checklist or questionnaire. Who answered this? This was answered by the responsible executive of the company. Checklist is to be answered by auditing staff, whereas questionnaire has to be answered by the client staff. Here it is answered by executive of the company. Not only that, this is a comprehensive detailed. So can you say which is the answer? Very good. Answer is C. See, analytical procedure is SA 520, nothing to do with it. Flowchart is a pictorial representation, not this. Checklist is to be answered by auditing staff. So answer is C. If this is clear, can we go to the third one? Okay. So next is relating to, yeah, this is C. Next is relating to, by reading the option, you know, right? BRSR, chapter number 18, emerging area. How many principles are there total in BRSR? Totally, you have 9 principles. It is mandatory for BRSR is mandatory for top dash companies. How many companies, guys? Top 1000 companies. Integrated reporting is for integrated reporting, voluntary for 500 companies. Very good. Now let's read. EAT. EAT Limited is engaged in the manufacturing of packed foods, launched an advertising campaign. Okay, expand the shares. The campaign promoted the products 100% natural, completely risk-free, daily consumption. However, internal reports available with the company indicates certain ingredients used may pose health risk if consumed excessively. Despite this, company neither discloses such potential effects on the product's packing. So it's basically dealing with, even without, remembering, you can choose consumption, consumer. Whenever there is a product in the label, they should disclose. Which principle? Is it ethics? Is it environment? Is it stakeholders or consumers? Very easily you can select. Answer is very good, B. Regarding the value to the consumers in a responsible manner. Principle 9. Yeah, option B. So guys, these three were the individual MCQs. So if this much is clear, can we go to the case scenario? Hello. Okay. So whenever the case scenario comes, mm, always I feel you have to go to the question first and then read back. Okay. So it's a big passage. Watch out. It's a very big passage. Now go to the questions first. And at this approach we will follow in the exam. So same approach, how to follow in the exam, we will do it here. First one. Based on the financial data of the perfect industries, determine whether internal audit is required for the company. At the same approach as in exam. So you now go in search internal audit perfect industries. Can you please go through the question and let me know where is the perfect industries? Perfect. Where is perfect? Here. You saw? Now can you, question 4, right? Yeah. Can you go through and let me know whether internal audit is mandatory? At a chapter number 16, internal audit. At a section, please. Under section 138. ഇത് പബ്ലിക് കമ്പനിയാ പ്രൈവറ്റ് കമ്പനിയാ ലിസ്റ്റഡ് കമ്പനിയാ? See, they say unlisted public company. Beginning they say unlisted public company. So how many conditions you see? For listed company, no conditions. For private company, 2. Kuta Sanita, 2 or 4? Very good. 4 conditions. Now see, paid up capital is within the limit, 50 crore below. Turnover, how much was the limit for turnover? 200, within the limit. Borrowing, how much was the limit? 100, within the limit. Deposits, how much was the limit, guys? 25, whereas it exceeded 25, 29. 4 conditions and a aura. Anyone exceeds internal audit is mandatory. So here deposit exceeded, so mandatory. So actually there is a flow, 25, 50, 100, 200. Other side you should know, deposit, paid up capital, borrowings, turnover. So here this has been exceeded. So now you can choose the option, I will wait. Which is the answer, guys? Not required. 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 Answer is C. So same approach you follow in the exam because time is very important. Next. Under which section of auditor's report Mr. Rajat needs to report in respect of excess remuneration paid to Mr. Amit? Can you go to MCQ and case study and search? Where is Amit? Amita, Rajata. Yeah. Here. While drafting the report under Section 143 of Companies Act, Mr. Rajat made a statement in respect of remuneration paid by the company to one of the directors, stating excess under Section 197. In the audit report, how many contents are there? I wanted to know how many contents in audit report. SA 700. Totally we have how many elements, guys? 14 elements are there. In 14 elements, where will you report law related matter? Section 197 exceeded under section 143. Is it in other matter para? Is it in other legal requirements? Is it in qualified opinion? Or is it responsibilities of auditor? Where will you report? That's right. It's report on other legal and regulatory requirement. At exam also, you search like this. I'm also searching with you for the first time. Are you clear? Okay. Okay. Next one, guys. Sixth one. Based on the given information, compute. Always some question is there from Caro. Be careful. Most of the exam. Statutory dues to be reported under Caro. Hey, statutory dues. Which clause? Para 3, clause number? Very good. 7. Now, can you go to Caro? Here. Statutory dues. Where is it? Here. Now, can you revise clause 7 of Caroda? Clause 7. Actually, you should write like this. Clause 7 has both A and B. A has undisputed dues. B has disputed. Undisputed dues, when will you report, guys? If it is outstanding for, outstanding for more than 6 months as on 31st March. When you see as on 31st March, it should be more than 6 months. So can you say which date should come to your mind? 31st March, 6 months back you should take. So 30th September or before. Okay, 1st October or before. Sorry, 1 day difference, sorry. Okay, 1st October or 30th September or before. Now can you say? 23rd September. Will you report this? Say yes or no. Income tax department, due. Answer is no. Why? It is not outstanding, it is paid. GST, it's only on 4th October. You will report only if it is 30th September or before, or 1st October or before. So dated, not 6 months or more. Will you report this 21st and it's still outstanding? You will report. This no. Provident fund, 11th October. Will you report? Answer is no. Why? Not 6 months. 6 months is 1st October or 30th of September. So only which one will you report, guys? This one. So answer is your 0.9, right? Answer is D. Very good. That's right. So this part is relevant for question 6. It is like this, search the relevant part in the exam also. Okay. Don't miss any of the relevant part of the question, case study. Can I proceed? 7th one, please. Mr. Rajat is permitted to hold life insurance agent. Which one came to your mind? Holding of life insurance agent, loss assessor, a liquidator, receiver. Which one came to your mind? NCS. Not exactly. ESB. Not exactly. You guys should have clarity on which all are there in clause, which all are there in ESB, which all are there in section, which all are there in guidelines. Very good. See, loss assessor, life insurance agent, all these are there under 1111. Liquidator, receiver, loss assessor, life insurance agent for renewal commission. It is there under 1111. engages. Either general permission or special permission. Can someone say? It's not ethical. It's not ESB. But for loss assessor, liquidator, receiver, um, you know, for a renewal commission, it's general permission. So answer is A. Now I feel few of you have missed this. Now please learn under 11.1.1. Anyone wants to say regulation number? Regulation number. Which regulation number? Very good. 190A. That's correct. Very good. 190A. This is generally permitted. So answer is A, not specific. Not this one. So can I go to the last question of this case scenario? Polam. Come on, guys. 8. Based on the facts of the case, which of the following best reflects auditor's obligation regarding the engagement letter? Engagement letter, essay. In fact, this particular essay is not there as such in the material, but you have to learn. Very good. Engagement letter, engagement, essay 210. For recurring audit, you need to give engagement letter when there are significant changes. മാറ്റങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ changes irunda whenever there are significant changes. New engagement letter is mandatory as 2 out of 5 directors have retired. So there's a 5 directors, 2 directors change, 3 are same. New engagement letter is mandatory as shareholding is changed by 5%, 95 is same. New engagement is not required as none of the changes affect audit. Auditor should consider revising the terms since management requested increasing in audit coverage from 60 to 90. Which is apt over here, guys. If you want to see the question, where is the question? I think it is here. Watch out. 2 director changed, 5%, 90 to 60. See, only 2 changed, 3 are same. So fine. Only 5% changed, 95 same. See, there is a changes in scope of audit. Whenever there is a changes in scope or terms, it should be revised. So answer is D. So if you see, there is a mixture of questions. This is chapter number, internal audit, na? Chapter number 16. This is chapter number 7, audit report. This is again audit report. This is PE professional ethics. And this is essay 210, which is general. Are you clear? And I wanted to give one piece of advice. I think while discussing RTP also, I've given the same piece of advice. I don't know how many of you have listened to that. Many of you said we have left bank audit. Where is that girl? So then I said, even though you have left bank audit, there are few things you should be careful. One, advances. Second thing is calculation of. Do you remember calculation of? Yes, very good. You remember the RTP had a question on this. Even MTP is having a question. So please, even though you are yet to study bank audit or whatever it is, please study carefully the calculation of DTL. I've guided you, so please be careful. Again, a question on DTL. What is DTL? Demand time liabilities. Now let me know how you will answer. Okay, this is a case scenario. So let's go directly to the question. Okay. The question, can you read? A lot of things. Question number 9. Read, guys. Items in the serial number has been wrongly included or excluded in the computation of demand and time liabilities. I think I've shown you that day. Some items are included, some items are excluded. Hello, can you reply? I think I showed, right? Some are included, some are excluded. Uh, Study carefully with concept what is included and what is excluded. You will get it correctly. Okay. Now say. Mm, While calculating the DTL is demand time liabilities, net credit balance in the branch adjustment accounts is excluded. See, can you guess? When you calculate the demand time liability, the net credit balance in branch, whether it is branch or other, it should be include or exclude. Credit balance means it's also a liability. It should be included. Whereas they excluded, it is wrong. Amount received from quote receiver. Received. We have to receive. So it's not liability. We have to receive. So it should be excluded. They have wrongly included. That's also wrong. Next, ECGC by revoking guarantee. So again, it is received. It should be excluded, not liability. They have excluded. This is correct. See, what we have to check which is wrong. So this is correct. This wrong, this correct. Now what? The inward remittance received. Received, excluded. Received on behalf of customers. Wait. You didn't read full. Received not for us. We have received on behalf of customers, not us. So is it a liability? Yes. We have received on behalf of not our, on behalf of customers. So it's a liability, na? We did not receive on behalf of customers only. So it should be included. They have included. Provision for income tax. It's not part of demand and time liability. See, for a bank, demand and time liability will not include provision. So this should be excluded. See, what is demand and time liability? That doesn't include the provision. So which are wrong? 1 wrong, then 2 wrong, then 5. Correct? So which is the option? 1, 2, 5. Answer is D. And I just go through the list of inclusions and exclusions. It's there. And even if you apply the concept, you'll get 90% of the items. And can you give me a proceed to the next one? Okay, proceed. D. Yeah, answer is D. Next, 10th. Whether classification of advances and income recognition by Goodworth Brand Limited is correct. Can you go in search of where is this Goodworth Bank? Oh, this is the bank. Okay. During the audit, you can read now. During the audit, Rajesh and Co. also observed one large account bank has no recovery of principal or interest for past 15 months. If it is no recovery for past 15 months, more than 90 days, actually it should be what? More than 90 days, it should be NPA. Bank has not applied the income recognition and the NPA norms. When queried, they said it was guaranteed by central government. Now, can you reply? If it is guaranteed by central government, what is the difference? For asset classification, it will be dash. For income recognition, it will be dash. Can you split and say? For asset classification, it will be considered as still performing. Whereas for income recognition, it will be considered like NPA, meaning it will be recognized only on cash basis. For asset, it is performing, income, it is NPA. Will the same apply if it is state government? Answer is no. This exemption is only if it is central government. Are you clear? Now this is for question number 10. Can you please read? The bank is correct in not classifying advance as NPA. But interest should be recognized, shall not be recognized unless actually received. Seems to be correct. Bank is not correct in not classifying as NPA. Since guarantee does not affect. If it is central government guarantee, it affects. Bank is correct in both classifying as asset as well as income. Should classify as NPA after 90 days overdue. Can you reply which is correct? Since it is central government, it is not NPA. However, income should be on cash basis. So the answer is A. Are you clear? A. 11th one, can we go? Okay. Would auditor's conclusion change if the same has remained overdue if it was guaranteed by state government instead of central government? See, we said if it is guaranteed by state, the answer would change. There is no exemption. So what they say, if it is central and state, it's same. No, for central government only this exemption, for state no exemption. Yes, but for income recognition, it would change while asset classification is unchanged. Correcta, incorrecta? This option is incorrect. Why? For state government, asset will be NPA. Since special exemption is not available to state government, account is NPA. No, the account is classified NPA only if there is a revocation. So answer is very good. C. No exemption for state. So all these questions are from bank auditor. Okay. Next. Whether Rajesh and Co can accept stock audit assignment. Stock audit assignments. I think it is ethics, professional ethics. Now can you say stock audit? Where in ethics it comes? Is it in ESB? Is it in council? Is it in clause? Is it in section? If you are the auditor of a bank, you cannot accept the stock auditor. Very good. It is in ESB. Correct. ESB, very good. Now, before you go, I think you have to go to the question. Here. Question number where? 12. Additionally, Rajesh is offered the stock audit of sister concern of Goodworth branch for this year. 23-24 branch audit of Borivali branch and Dardar branch. I will pause for 30 seconds. You read this and I will show you the option. Can you say which is the answer? Then I will discuss. See, you are appointed as auditor for 23-24 and you got the stock audit of all these branches. Now can you say it can accept stock audit of Dardar branch and Borivali branch. It can accept the assignment of only Dardar. It can accept stock audit of sister concern. can accept stock odds of sister concern only. Ma'am, everything seems to be. Ada, timer is running. Come on. In ESB, in the ESB decision, what they say, in the ESB decision, they say stock audit should not be accepted of that branch, that bank for that year, including the sister concerns. So if you are the auditor for the 23-24 financial year, assume A bank. You should not accept the stock audit of A bank, its branches, even its sister concerns for the year. Can you accept for the next year? Ada reply. 23-24, you should not accept for the bank, the branch, the sister concern. But can you accept for the next year? Answer is yes. So, here, you are the auditor for which year, guys? 23-24. So, you should not accept 23-24 this, but this branch, na, the other branch is only in the year 24-25. Can you accept this? Yes. Why it is only in the next year? This branch, for the same year, can you accept? No. Can you accept sister concern? No. So answer is only which branch? B. Why? Because of the year. The more question you solve logically, more you study the concept also. That's why without saying, I'm even saying the provision. I hope it's clear. Kanmanis, are we okay? No rest. After finishing MCQ, I'll give you 2 minutes rest. Can you go to case study 3? Andaman and Nicobar. That came to my eyes first. Whatever it is. So let's, no rest. Now, can you go to the question directly? 13. The audit team has asked you about Binami transaction. Hey, when you hear about Binami, what will come to your mind? Binami. Binami. Caro. Which clause? Clause 1. Now, I think you have to read the case study, okay? Where is Binami? The company is holding a property in the name in Andaman and Nicobar where land is registered in another person's name. The property is in dispute for last 20 years. This is a major plant and critical factor. 80% of the revenue is derived. So it's in name of another. Now, the audit team has come across transaction where companies enjoying property-free rent. Audit team is of the opinion that provisions of Binami prohibition might apply. This should be evaluated under CARO reporting. So there is some issue. Now can you say which is the answer? No requirement for the auditor to report about the transactions. As the auditor is not sure about the transaction, did not gather proper, he can ignore. Use the rule out technique. When you read this option itself, how can you ignore rule out? Next, auditor need to obtain additional evidence. He needs to assess the situation to see the impact as per SA 250 law. He should consider the seriousness of the same, even though it is not required to be reported under CARO. Auditor needs to report the matter under CARO. Which is the answer? Okay, I have ruled out B. Now you sit and rule out which one and say the answer. I'm waiting. Why I'm getting two answer? I got D and A. Can I ask you one thing? What is Caro clause 1 E? Hello, I'm asking you what is Caro clause 1 E? What they say, whether company has been initiated proceedings. Is there any proceedings against the company? Very good. Is there any proceedings against the company under Binami Prohibitions Act? Hello, is there any proceedings? No. See, Caro clause 1, you'll report if there is a proceeding, there is no proceedings. So no reporting under Caro. But still, okay, no proceedings under Caro. So you need not report under Caro. But still, shouldn't you see SA 250? It's an illegal thing. Shouldn't you see its implications? How it will affect? Because PPA is something which affects the FS. So the best answer is C. You guys said A and D. No, it's C. Are you clear? Mark that. Caro is always specific. Sure. 14th. Where is 14th? Mm. The audit team has asked you about the implication of dispute on property, plant and equipment, whether additional consideration reporting on the same. Say, there are a lot of things. See, in another person's name, there is huge cost, fixed asset, impossible. So they're asking, we'll directly go to the option and then come back. Okay. Okay. The dispute on account of PP is a civil case or the other company may face such consequences, no audit procedure. See, use rule out. If there is a dispute in PPE, civil case, you need not be concerned. How PPE is something which affects FS, you also should consider. SA 250, it may be adverse impact in FS, so not A. Property, plant and equipment is in dispute. Company has to incur huge cost to identify ideal plant. Thus, it may incur material uncertainty on company's side as to going concern. He need to report same. However, he need not report under Caro. Let's see towards the end. Property, plant and equipment under dispute. The auditor needs to report as a key audit matter. Disclose the same in the audit report in notes to accounts in a single line. However, need not report under Caro. The major line of business is from factory. You saw na 80% or something like that. Okay. Auditor has to assess implications over going concern. What if company loses? It should report under 143(3). Whether it has an adverse effect on functioning, it also needs to be reported as per Caro. You know, section 143(3), I think it's clause F. Whether adverse effect on functioning of the company, which is the correct option. PP, whether there is any case, whether it is there, it has to be said. So, which is the point? The best option, you say. See, disclosure. The best option. Anyway, we ruled out A. Yes, you may think all are correct, but the best option is D because of this section 143(3)(F. Adverse effect on functioning of the company. Okay. Last question. Over. See, whenever you are thinking more than one answer, choose the most appropriate one. Last one. The audit team has raised a question over hiring international brand ambassador for an Indian product, raise concerns of the contract of the same. I think company is hiring some international ambassador. Where is that? See, company is going to hire an international ambassador. See, brand ambassador they are going to hire. Auditor has no role to play as selection of brand ambassador and running the business's management. Auditor needs to go through agreement. Auditor needs to inform central government as it constitutes serious violation. Auditor should assess integrity of management. As per SA 250 consideration of law, auditor should see and also report the implications. Auditor needs to qualify the report. Which one? Let us think logically. If a company is going to hire a brand ambassador, what will you do? How much payment they are going to pay? Whether there is any agreement? What will you see? You'll just check the agreement and the payment terms. So answer is A. So that's it, guys. How was it? See, I have not just discussed simply A, B, C. I've said, see, here SA 250, no, central government reporting is only in case of fraud 143.12. Qualify the report, that's in the end stage. See, I've been discussing all these questions not just simply by saying A, B, C. I thought once you have joined, once you have come, you should be able to benefit. So I've been saying why it is this option, why not other. I hope this was okay for you. So guys, take rest for 2 minutes. After that, let's go to what you call descriptive. Descriptive, what we will do is I will say how to present for the exam. I will read the question, how to present. See, as I always say, there are two options. Directly, see, I have the answers of ICI. I'm yet to see. Answers of ICI is there. So I'll directly show the answer and go one option. Second option is I'll say the presentation tip, which is useful. So if you want to directly see the answer, it's there with you now. PDF you can see. So what I thought is I'll say the presentation, answer is there. Why you want me to say the answer? I'll say how to think, how to identify. I will say answer I can easily show in the ICS answer. Okay. Nan ready. Ninga ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay. Flow gone. Flow watch. Flow gone. Where are we? Descriptive. So what I will do is, like in the exam, I will guide you. How to think, how to present, and then I will quickly show the answer. See, I won't be running line by line. I will be concentrating on the presentation. Unlike FR or AFM paper, it's not problem paper. Where you go wrong is presentation. So theory part, you know or you will study. So presentation and how to identify, that will be my main point here. So can you read? As you know, question number 1 is compulsory. Balance 5 questions, you have to answer any 4. That's how the pattern is. Compulsory. And always I feel it's better to read last sentence first. He seeks guidance on the factors that may affect identification of benchmarks that may be applied to each division. regarding determination of materiality. When you read this itself, I'm saying how to identify, how to present. Now support. Which essay came to your mind? That's right. Now, essay 320. Why am I like this? Essay 320 came to your mind. In 320, they are saying about factors. How many factors are there? There are totally 5 factors that affects materiality benchmark. Now, is that all? No. They ask, guide the factors and that may be applied to each division. Now you read above. CA Ananya has been appointed as the auditor of RST for the financial year. Company operates in 2 business segments. One, a homeline appliance division that manufacture washing machines, which is making consistent profits. Second, infrastructure division making projects incurred losses. So one division is making profit and another is making losses. I've seen similar question in ICI material. I think in test your knowledge. If my guess is correct, in test your knowledge. How to identify the answer or how to present it rather. Can you put a heading? I will show you IC answer, but wait. Let's present ourselves. So first put a heading, and a heading won't have any marks, so just for the presentation, materiality. Then how will you start? As per essay 320, you can give an intro about materiality. Then this is first para. Second para, you will say factors affecting materiality. How many factors? Those 5 factors, write it in full sentence. This will be the second para. Okay. Now, third para, very important, in the given case. In the given case, okay, there are two. One, two. Two division is there. First division, homeline division, it is making profit. So, profit making division means first division, you can say based on your auditor's professional judgment, you can use profit as a benchmark. Whereas second, infrastructure based on the judgment, since it is a loss making, you can use other benchmark other than profit such as asset. Did you understand? Start with an intro, then come directly to the factors. Then you write in the given case. Materiality benchmark means judgment. Then division 1, since it is profit, use profit as the benchmark. Division 2, since it is loss, use other benchmarks such as assets, etc. This is how you should structure. Can you acknowledge whether you are hearing? Now I will show you the answer. Okay. This is ICA's answer. What happens is, without thinking yourself, if you read the answer, what happens is, we know essay 320, okay, we know these factor, we know. When you use a question bank, or I'm not against, but I'm saying what is happening. Students are just, okay, we know, but they are not thinking how they should present for the exam. So I always feel, whatever you do first, you have to think of your presentation, then only watch the answer or see the answer. See, check out, this is the intro para. As per essay 320, heading. Then second para, factors. Those 5 factors. Factors, you know, elements in FS, then users, nature of the entity, ownership structure, volatility. This is the second para, 5 factors. Then, materiality benchmark needs auditor's judgment. In the given case, we said 2 in the given case. 1, home lane appliance making considerable profit. So, they may consider using profit as the benchmark. However, second division is loss making. Since it is loss making, profit is not appropriate. Instead of profit, other benchmarks may be used, such as, assets, etc. Now, where students may make the mistake is when you write those five factors, you may not elaborate. Profit, user's requirement, you should elaborate. Second, you will write the factors, but these two you may miss. Because by reading the question, examiner, you are in a hurry. So, five factors you will write, but you might miss these two. See, I should guide where you might make mistake, right? I'm saying positively only. Don't think I'm saying negative. Hello? If A is clear, can you say B? And, is it okay if I go like this? Okay. B. What is this? And a big question. What I said, we'll read last part first. CA Deepa is considering whether matter should be disclosed as scam. Analyze whether situation is relevant with reference to standard, something related to CAM, key audit matter. What has happened? While conducting the audit of a listed company, key audit matter is applicable. Deepa observed that company has written back certain long-standing liabilities as other income. Outstanding liability related to purchases on the ground that they were not supplied as per the specification. Payable related to installment of services were written back due to allegations unsatisfactory performance. Management is of the opinion that no longer payable, therefore, retaining liability would result in overstatement. Considering it is a normal practice, company wrote back as other income. Company discontinued dealing with the vendors. Auditor proposed to send confirmation. They confirmation. However, management informed sending confirmation would. Management refused, okay? Proof of existence. Now, I wanted you to say, what all will you write in this question? That India wants to know. Can you say what all? That external confirmation, SA 505 has to come. CAM, SA 701 has to come. Now, can you first say, can you write off this two liability simply as other income? Company has an allegation, company is unsatisfactory. Can you simply write as other income? You study in India's AS also, unless there is a proof, unless there is a obligation to transfer, you cannot write off. Legal evidence should be there, legal proceeding should be there. There is no evidence, company is simply writing off. So, write off is not proper. So, if write off is not proper, you will modify. Now, modification is not a substitute for CAM. Can you reply whether you understood this? This much should come in the answer, guys. I think this is a good question. See, first of all, write-off is not proper unless there is a, some kind of obligation to transfer. Your liability should be transferred or written back. There should be a case, so there should be evidence. There is no evidence. Write-off is not valid. External confirmation they are not allowing, so there is a fraud chance. So you should modify. Instead of that, he gave us CAM. CAM is not a substitute. Okay. Now you identified this much. Now the problem is how to write. See, I will be discussing all these things only for indirect question. For direct question, I'll just say and go. So now can you say the presentation? Before we see IC answer, can you say presentation? We identified this much, da. Presentation, put a heading. Writing of liabilities as other income. Heading no mark, it's only for structure. First, what will you say? You write about that write-off. A liability of obligation can be written off provided there is a settlement, there is an evidence, there is a transfer. You learn, right? There is a settlement, there is an evidence, there is a transfer. This should be the first part. Second part, or you can say, in the given case, what will you write? This part you will write. The company has written back because there is no longer. So first part, this. Second part you will write in the given case. Further, third para, what will you write? As per SA 505, he wanted to obtain external confirmation. Did management allow? No. If management does not allow, there is a fraud risk factor. Auditor has to see its implications. Content of which is say 505. Third para is about 505. No, their write back is wrong. Risk is there. So fourth para, what will you write? As per SA 705. Fourth para, what will you write? You will modify the opinion. How will you conclude? Fourth para is modify. How will you conclude? Reporting as scam is not a substitute for modification. Hence, DIPA is not valid. Are you getting the presentation how you should do? I'm sure that you know all these contents, but where you don't go correctly, I feel is presentation and the structure. That's why I'm going like this. But if you want, I can sit and say the answer without saying the presentation. That's easy for me. Now, can I show you the answer of ICI? Where is ICI? So I always prefer to start with a heading. So I've put a heading. We divide into 5 parts, right? So ICI has started liability. They can only do when there is a transfer. Settling of obligation, transfer, replacement. So that was the first part. Then they have written in the given case. Third part, they have written about SA 505. Watch out, since management does not agree, there is a risk. She should perform alternative, analyze its implication. 505 content. Fourth part, as per SA 705, you should modify the opinion. And lastly, which one? Communicating key audit matter. It is not a communicating CAM is not a substitute for expressing modified. That's right. See, writing this much is not possible. ICA answers always elaborate. You know, our Amma, ICA is always big heart, so they give good answers. You should appreciate them. But you know, this much for our answer, I mean, at least 80 to 70 to 80% of this you should write. 4 marks or 5 marks question, na? I felt that was a good question. Lay. But my question is, any of these 5 para which I said is new to you? Pudiyadano, pudusa. Any of the 5 para, is it new to you? No. Structuring is the problem, da. For that, you have to do like this instead of reading the question bank, or you have to practice only. I don't know how to make students understand. This is my judgment. I'm just saying. Okay. Can I go to C? See, question one is always, have you observed question one compulsory is always some high level question. Compulsory, na? What is this? Identify the elements of quality control under SQC that affected in the given situation and briefly explain how these elements contribute for ensuring quality. So chapter 1, quality control. Now you read above. Loyal & Co. Chartered Accountancy firm recently experienced significant growth and started auditing several corporate entities. During the periodic internal assessment of quality, the following observations were made. Loyal & Co. accepted new audit engagement based on referral without conducting proper evaluation of reputation integrity of management risk. Firm is following the same quality control for several years without updating. Hello. Now, first of all, is it SA 220 or SQC? They themselves gave SQC 1. SQC, like how many elements are there? 5 or 6 are? 6 elements, right? 6. 6, they're asking which element? Identify. Now, first let's identify, then go to presentation. Which element? First one is acceptance and continuation. Without seeing anything, you're accepting. Yeah. Second, they are not updating. Is it acceptance? Is it human resources? Is it ethical? Is it leadership? Is it monitoring or team performance? Updating, periodic, monitoring. Second is monitoring. So here I felt the answer is little more simple, but still, let's discuss the presentation. You want to try? So put a heading, quality control elements. Here guys, there are two parts. First, give a common introduction as per SQC 1. Okay, you write the name. When you write the name itself, it's a big name, one small para. Okay, you write the objective of SQC. The firm shall establish policies and procedures to comply with. You write. Then you come to the in the given situation. This is the first para. Second para, in the given situation. Now you write 1, 2. In the given situation, first, you write case. You write the case first. Then you say it is acceptance and continuation. And in acceptance and continuation, there are 3 points. You have to see integrity of client, then you have to see the competence of the team, compliance with ethical requirements. That you have to explain. Case, then acceptance, continuation, you explain. Second, again you write the case. This case you write. Then what? Monitoring. In monitoring, you should have periodic updation, evaluation, complaint, ongoing evaluation that you explain. Do you need a conclusion? If possible, you give a conclusion. Therefore, before accepting the client, there should be policies and procedure to evaluate the integrity, etc. and periodic evaluation. Conclusion also. So first introduction para, then in the given case and acceptance second, in the given case monitoring, and finally conclusion. That conclusion will be common. Can you acknowledge whether you have seen? Illa. Okay. You want to see ICI? This was the intro para. Then they said in the given case, acceptance, second. Then monitoring, and in the given case. Finally, conclusion para, the fourth one. Are you clear? Steady. Then can we continue? In between 1 minute rest we'll give. Okay. So don't worry, every question I won't sit and say like this, only for the difficult question. Hello. Energy should come from the mind and not body. Body will leave, say it's very hot, 37 degrees or so. I don't know, 37 or 40 degrees up. Hungry. Ma'am, it's boring. Ma'am, how many times? So a lot of things where your body will give up. So mind should not give up. Mind should be always fresh. 40 degrees, huh? Very good. So drink water, guys. Now let's start. Wow, big question. Okay, 2A. Read the last question. Last sentence. Which type of report should be obtained by ASH in terms of standards? What aspect should be considered by ASH by using such assurance report regarding the controls that operate effectively? When you read this itself, you know which standard. Is it 402 or 3402? You should read above. Sky Hospital is a renowned hospital. Sky Hospital has recently implemented information system managed by CT. The system captures process transactions. Yash is the auditors of Sky. Appa, who is Sky? Who is CT? Sky is the user entity. Other is the service organization auditor. Yash is whom? Yash is the auditor of user entity. So, Kuta, 3402 or 402 auditor of user entity. So, it is 402. ABA. Not 3402. Since hospital relies on the systems, Yash is concerned whether controls implemented by CT is operating effectively or not. For this purpose, they need assurance report. So two type of report, type 1 report, type 2 report. So which report? Whether controls are operating effectively. So basically it is type 2 report. So I think answer is simple, but still I have felt simple answers also presentation is an issue. So how will you present here? You put a heading, na? What heading? Any heading. Type 2 report from service organization. Then you write as per essay 402 audit consideration in relation to an entity using service organization. Okay. Then you say about type 2 report. Okay. This can be an intro. Then you explain. Do you need to write about type 1? Makla, do you need to explain type 1? No. Write only about type 2. Type 2 report, description, design, operating effectiveness. In the second para, you explain about type 2 report. Then you say in the given case. In the given case, you say. In the given case, he wanted. Now, can you read back the question? Coming, Kutta, coming. Which type of report? Type 2. Now, what aspect should be considered before giving? Now, what all you will consider? In the given cases, third. What all will you consider? Now, you will see description, design, operating effectiveness. Then, whether the type 2 report, whether the time period, it should be throughout the period. Then, whether you have performed test of control, type 2 report, there should be test of control, whether there is any complementary controls, backup control. These are the 4 considerations. So this can be the 4th part. Did you understand? I'll show you the answer. So this is the intro para as per essay 402. Second para you wrote about type 2 report. In the given case, I think they have written in the beginning. We said in the middle, it's okay. There are considerations now. First, you will check design, description, effectiveness. Then you will check about the time period. Then complementary controls. Then TOC. That's it. See, in the given case, they started in the beginning. We put in the middle. It's okay. Hello, are you there with me? Or went for the lunch? Undo. Okay. But the same question is there in ICA material. I've seen. Have you seen? Same question. Maybe. Figures are different. Same question. Test your understanding 3. 3. Consolidated financials. Group audit. Read. Energy should come from the mind, so read. PA Ritu has been appointed as the auditor of a consolidated financial. Consolidated financial include financial statement information of 8 subsidiaries audited by another auditor. The management of Orion Ritu audited the financial information. The following is the summary. Total asset is this much. Total revenue, net flows. There are 4 out of 8 were located outside India. Financial statements were prepared as per the respective gap of that country. How Ritu should report? Draft suitable para. Now, first of all, when you read this question, you will understand this is chapter 13, group audit. Group audit, there are a lot of topics. Which topic? How it should report. Reporting requirements. How many cases are there? 5 cases are there. Done by the same auditor, done by different auditors, component outside India, different gap, different auditing, unaudited. Which will come here? Actually, 2 things will come. That's right. Reporting requirement, second case, where component is audited by another auditor. If it is another auditor, they asked only reporting. So, you have to report under other matter para. So, you have to draft other matter para. We draw your attention, we have not audited the so-and-so component amounting to. You have to say the percentage and magnitude of component audited by another auditor. See, out of the total asset of 1,900, this much component, 8 subsidiaries, whatever it is, audited by another auditor, you have to say the percentage and magnitude. Further, you have to say, these component has prepared the financial as per the foreign gap. So you have to check the conversion adjustments. Are you clear? I'll show you the answer. See, I'm not going in depth. This is not a new variety question. Same question is there in the ICA test your understanding. See, this is the first one. You have to make, if it is another auditor, as per SA 706 OMP. This is in the given case, then you will draft other matter para. Already I've said many times, drafting of other matter para is very important. Then you have to even check what adjustments the conversion adjustment should be checked. Why? Subsidiaries outside India prepared as per foreign. So 4 things: intro, in the given case, drafting of OMP, conversion. Can you acknowledge whether you understood? Same question. Test your understanding of chapter 13. Similar question only. Nothing new. Eda, why you should have all the fun? Can you promote me? Come on. Why always I'm saying come on? You say come on, then only I will proceed. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Eda, digital auditing, cyber risk. I read the last sentence. How many of you left this chapter? Identify and explain indicative areas where organization may face cyber risk in the situation. Oh my God, I don't know how to make you understand. This chapter is not difficult. Mm. Uh, Same question is there in test your understanding. I don't know the number. Test your understanding 2 or 3. I'll say the gist of the question. Similar question is there. Similar, not the same. Do you need to see the impact of cyber or what are the impact of cyber? Same copy paste answer they have put in the MTP answer. Say an online retail company operates the website. One day hackers carried out cyber risk, installed ransomware. As a result, employees unable to access the data, possibility customers. Now what you have to do, identify and explain areas that organization may face impact. Because of cyber attack, what an organization will face. Unlike in essay, unlike in ethics, here presentation is not an issue. Following are the impact of cyber risk. Write the answer correct, mark given full. 5 marks they will give you, or 4 marks. No presentation issue, but you should know the content. Can anyone say, if there is a cyber risk, what all issues will come? There will be regulatory cost, then business will be interrupted. Very good. Reputation loss, that's right. Then data loss will be there. Then ransomware, money loss. Then fines and penalties will come for the company. Then intellectual properties will be stolen. Litigation quota, very good. Litigation is fines and penalties. Then I think I told you na, the breach of data, breach of privacy. That's it. No need of conclusion, no need of introduction, just write the answer. See, impact of cyber risk. Regulatory, because of this regulatory data interruption, correct. Operational, ransomware, intellectual, cost, data, fine. my humble advice is at least study this chapter for the MCQ. Okay. Okay. But we have reached till here. We have done entire MCQ. We have done two full descriptive questions. Two full means six descriptive questions. How many of you are there with me? Hello. 3A. Ah, 3A. But I read that last part. As an auditor, how the above matter will be reported in auditor's report as per standards. Okay, read above. During the audit, the year ended, auditor observed company had suffered recurring losses, negative operating cash flows. Management prepared FS on going concern. They prepared FS on going concern. Disclosed in notes to accounts the major event creating difficulty. The disclosures include management plan. After evaluating available evidence, auditor conclude management use of going concern is appropriate and disclosures are adequate. Which is say 570. In 570, there are a lot of part. Which part? RR. RR. Reporting requirements. In reporting requirements, how many cases? 3 cases. Going concern inadequate, uncertainty, management unwilling. Which case? Case 1 or 2 akuta. Case 2. I mean, if you study in that order, case 2, where going concern is appropriate. See, going concern is appropriate, but uncertainty is there, which is properly disclosed. So what will you do? You will add a separate, you will add a separate para. Very good. Para called as MU on GC. Again, I'm saying answer thinking is very easy. But when comes to presentation, many of them will not be able to present in the way as required by ICI. So can I concentrate only on that? You guys all said very correctly the answer. Now can you say how will you present? Put a heading, material uncertainty on going concern. How? Intro. As per essay 570. What will you write? You write the objective of this essay. Very good. This is the first para. Second, you write that reporting requirement, you write that case 2. Whenever there is a material uncertainty, going concern is appropriate, disclosed. Auditor shall include a separate para. Auditor will issue unmodified opinion, separate para. This you write in second para. In the given case. Third para you can write in the given case. That you know, right? Then, in the given case, management has included in the disclosure. Okay. Therefore, conclusion. What will you write? Auditor shall. Conclusion, how will you write? Auditor shall include separate para called as MU on GC, where you draw attention, state the events or conditions that may cause the significant doubt. And auditor will issue a unmodified opinion. Proper intro para should be there. Reporting requirement only case 2. Then include in the given case, evaluate management disclosures. Then you add a separate para in that. Draw attention, state and issue unmodified. Intro, reporting requirement. This is in the given case. Then you state, draw attention, state the fact. They have given in the given case towards the end. Can you reply whether you are following? So content you know, presentation is what you are missing. Next question, presentation I won't say, just the answer because it is ethics. Ethics, hero came, ta-da! Mr. Amit, practicing CA during the weekend, he involved in paper setting. He owned agriculture land. During the year, heavy losses were occurred in agricultural activity, natural calamity, and he lost almost his wealth, became undischarged insolvent. After few court hearing, he was declared insolvent and obtained a certificate. You are required to comment with reference to CA Act and Schedule. No, I want what all in ethics, clause are, section are, council guidelines are, what all will come. I want everything to be said in. Very good. That's right. So first one was 1111. Why 1111? Because the paper setter allowed. Owning agricultural land allowed. So 1111 general permission, not guilty, 190A. So this will be the first part of the answer. You don't want me to say na? As per clause 11 part 1 first schedule, you write as per 190A general permission, allowed paper setting agriculture. Second part, the undischarged insolvent, you have to write. In the second part, you write about section 8. Why section 8? See, section 8, disabilities for becoming a member. Here, he has been undischarged insolvent. So you write section 8. Here, is he debarred or not? He got a certificate from the court that he is not debarred. So it is fine. So first part of the answer will go with 1111, not guilty. Second part, section 8, since he got a certificate from court, not debarred. So your answer should have two parts. Where is ICI? See, first part they have gone with clause 11 part 1, 190A. In the given case, not guilty. Second part, section 8. In the given case, not violated, he is not debarred. So your answer should have two parts, 1111 and section 8. Are you clear? Okay. After every question, I'll give you 1 minute break. So can you go to the next one? What is this? Based on the above, identify and explain which capital in integrated reporting 1 to 4. How many capital are there? How many capital are there? 6 capital. You want to say what are the 6 capital? Intellectual capital, financial capital, human capital, social capital, manufacturing capital. One thing I left off. Which one was that? Natural capital. So 1 to 4, which capital you have to identify? So I think this is a direct question. So directly we'll say and go. Omega Technologies, etc. The company invested heavily in research and development to develop new intelligence-based product. Which capital, guys? Very good. This is intellectual capital. It conducted training program to employees, collaborated with university to promote innovation. It's not human capital. No, 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 no. See, to promote innovation. See, if the sentence stopped with this, human might come. Whereas, again, innovation. Innovation means, again, intellectual. So, both these things are intellectual. Next. Companies strengthen long-term relationship with the suppliers, that's easy. Then introducing transparent mechanism ethical. That is, who said natural? Social, na? Relationship is social, kuta. It also undertook several community development initiatives, actively engaged with local communities. Always when there is a relationship, etc., again, social. So here your presentation is very simple. You are supposed to explain. So how will you present? Intellectual capital you explain, social capital you explain. In the given case, 1 and 2 is intellectual, 3 and 4 is social, conclude. See, other than essay chapters, very easy to score marks provided you know content. Are you all okay with this? There is nothing to teach you in presentation now. Okay. Take rest for 1 minute and then say proceed. Okay, time up. If your lunch update is over, can we proceed to 4A? Eda, your best friend, ethics came. I won't say, you have to say. Comment with respect to CA Act and schedules. Mr. Rohan, a practicing chartered accountant, is an associate member but started using FCA on visiting card. Not a fellow, acts as fellow. During scrutiny of certain records, ICA sought clarification from Rohan regarding activities. Despite multiple letters, reminders, he failed to respond. Two offense he did. Which one? Not a fellow acting as a fellow. 1, 3, 1. Clause 1, part 3, first schedule. Even after IC asked, he did not respond. Failed to respond. 2, 3, 1. Yeah. So very simple, duck. You put two para. First para you explain. I'll show you the answer directly. First partly you write. Part 1, clause 3, first schedule you write. Second para, clause 2, part 3, first schedule you write. Then you write in the given case. Then you conclude. Now one more thing you missed out. He also, same clause only. Anyway, he is guilty. So one thing you understand, there can be more than one clause. So whenever there is more than one clause, in two para, you explain each clause. Are you clear? Conclusion can be common. Conclusion can be common. Yeah. The similar question we have seen somewhere. I don't know whether it's workout or where I think. Anyway, read. And in PSU audit, even in RTP, I said the most asked question is how many types of PSU audit is there? 5. What are the 5 audits? Financial auditor. Performance auditor, compliance auditor, propriety auditor, comprehensive audit. The most questions are asked from this. Here they have given a situation. Identify the type and nature of audit performed by C and AG. To whom the report is to be given. I've seen this question somewhere. Now can you see which audit? Financial or compliance or which audit? During the course of an audit of state government, controller observe the following that is prescribed by law. Defined. Dwelling unit exceeding the threshold, building surpasses the limit. Noted that audit the relevant database does not comply with the column. Certain buildings identified than the threshold. Absence of data. Confirm that resulting in the under collecting of water charges. Without even going further, observe that prescribed by law. Law means which audit? The compliance audit. So in the given case, which audit they have done? Compliance. How did you identify? Law. So what is compliance audit? You explain. First para you explain compliance audit. Compliance regularity, propriety. That's the first part. Then you can write in the given case. Second, hence it is compliance. That's the third part. Is the answer over? They asked you to whom you should report. Is it state government or is it central government? Makla? State. State government means report should be given to state legislative assembly. They will lay by whom? Governor. If it is central, parliament by president. This is state. How was it? Okay. I see answer. Compliance auditor, they have explained. Then, here it is state government, therefore governor, state legislative assembly. Did you observe other than essay or ethics? Answer is easy to present. Did you observe that? Be it digital audit, be it emerging area, be it PSU, be it internal. Observe edo. Paninengla. Mostly direct question and mostly easy to identify. Mostly presentation is okay, but you should study. Hello? Come on, da. See. Can you reply? Am I going fast? But you can identify Vaishnavi, sorry. Ivan and Co. Vanda. We'll go in the reverse order. With reference to these standards, explain examples of matters auditor should consider while obtaining understanding of methods used to present segment information. Actually, this is something related to segment info. So you will think of your Ind AS, etc. But don't think they said with relevant to standard. Which standard dealt with segment information? 501. See, uh, segment information. See, as per SA 501, audit evidence, specific consideration for selected item, auditor should obtain evidence regarding segment information, its presentation and disclosure. That's right. Now, in that 2 points is there. Auditor should obtain understanding of methods used by the management and perform procedure. How to obtain understanding? You should see how they have done sales or transfer. You should see the comparison. You should see the assets, or you should compare with prior period data. Answer is very small. I'll show you. I'm showing you the IC answer. Watch out. Put a heading segment info. As per SA 501. Okay. You have to check whether it is as per AFRS. Examples of understanding the methods. You have to understand how segment, sales and transfer are, comparison are, asset are, consistency with prior period are. Yes, Ind AS 108 also, 108 are. But no need to write Ind AS Kuta here. You know why? No need to refer Ind AS in this answer because they said with reference to relevant auditing standards. So Ind AS ezhudanda. So this is what you have to see. See how management, say they can present in different ways. Geographical, business, transfer. So you have to understand which methods. How you understand, these are the things. It's a direct one. Can you give me a reply? If okay. Okay, can you say? Ada, we have done this much. Only question number 5, 3 questions are there, and 6, 3 questions. Do you want me to continue or not? Yes or no? Ada, it's very easy to give up your energy saying, ma'am, fed up. But to stay in race and finishing, it's something difficult. And once you finish, hey, finishing off one MTP may feel it okay, but when you finish that exams and when your name, along with the name, that 2 letters CA comes, that happiness. So for that, what you have to do right now, you have to sacrifice. What you have to sacrifice? Your time, your leisure, little bit of hunger. But you can eat something, okay, on side. I can't. So can we go to question 5? Okay. Which one is this? Go to the last part first. At times I forget and start reading. Do you agree with the view of engagement partner? Discuss with reference to the relevant standards. See, you have 19 chapters. In that 11 chapters are standard, one is ethics, one is digital, another is emerging, and other chapters. When you read the last sentence, you will understand this is essay related. Now keep essay in mind and read above. That's why I'm doing like this last sentence. Pandey appoint as the statutory auditors for the financial year. The team has been completed and report preparing. The management drafted annual report. And I've said, whenever you hear annual report, one essay should come to your mind. Very good. Essay 720. While drafting the annual report, the audit in charge observed that company included an item in annual report indicating downward trend in market compared to previous year. However, audited FS indicate company's profit has actually declined during the year. SA 720, other information, material inconsistencies. The matter was brought to the notice of audit manager who discussed with the partner. Partner opined that such disclosure form part of management reporting fall outside the scope of auditor's responsibility. Do you agree? See, basically, essay 720, you have to write. I don't agree. Good. Now, what of 720 you will write? 720, what is other information is there, procedure is there, reporting is there, objective is there. What will you write? Wow, I'm impressed. You will write your objective plus reporting. What will you do? You will discuss with the management. Okay, I will write. Wait. So basically, how to present? Let me do. So you put a heading other info. Start. As per essay 720. Okay, write the name and you write objective. 4 points is there. Full objective you write. Then, first para. Second para, in the given case. Then you write. Third para, since there is an inconsistency, what will you do? Auditor shall. First, what will you do? Auditor shall discuss with the management. Okay? Request to correct. If they refuse, okay? If they refuse, you will discuss with whom? TCWG to make the correction. If not corrected, you have to see its impact and report. So basically, you have to write objective of that standard plus reporting. So actually, this question was easy. Yeah. See, this is first para. Here they have put a heading 720. See, material inconsistency. First intro, objective. Duties. First, you will request the management to correct. Agrees to correct, you have to see whether correction is made. If the correction is not made, you'll communicate with TCWG. And if not concerned, you'll make adequate disclosure. I felt that question was a little bit easy. Are you okay? The answer a question. Question. Can we go to B? Okay. During the audit of Rishabh, I said knife. Last part you read. As an auditor, identify circumstances in the above situation that arise risk affecting the preparation of FS. Briefly discuss how such changes may impact entities' internal control over financial reporting process. Anyone who wants to say which chapter? The direct one from ICA. See, entities internal control, risk changes. Chapter 4. Now, this question was a little easy, I feel. During the audit, manufacturing developed the significant changes. Developments company implemented new information system. Okay. So one changes is, I will write here. One changes is what? New information system. It replaced accounting. It entered into foreign market. So changes in the market. Okay. I'll say changes in market. Market changes there. Then it expanded sales and hired person. So there is a new personnel. Are you following? I'm just reading the question. New personnel, new information system, new market. This is market, huh? New market, new personnel. Then there is changes in operations. See, changes in operations or activities. Then further companies introduce new technologies. Ada, technology changes is there. Okay. Then substantial growth in sales and production volume. Then products, they have changed. Management has accounting. Yes, changes in accounting. I don't know why this question they asked. There is development in financial reporting. They are asking what are the changes. Question themselves gives the answer. Are you following? Question themselves says what are the changes. And they are asking what are the changes. Can I show you the answer? They changes in operating, changes in personnel, information, growth, technology. That's it. I don't know. Uh, Even if you've not studied, if you read the question answer, you will get. Did you understand? So I'm not going much into it. What to say? Do one thing. Next is professional ethics, huh? Yes. Do that. Mr. Venkat, who passed CA examination, started his practice. On 16th, a female candidate approached him. In addition to monthly stipend, Venkat offered 0.5% of profit. She agreed to take 0.5% of the profit. The Institute of Chartered Accountants sent a letter to Venkat objecting this payment. Venkat replies that he is paying profit over the stipend. Makle, pay. Venkat is paying, pay. He's a CA in practice. Very easy. Very easy. That's right. Clause 2, Part 1, first schedule. 211. So how will you present? Easy. Put a heading. Clause 2, Part 1, first schedule, full you write. Then you write in the given case, hence, guilty. So don't forget with the same black pen itself, underline this clause, underline guilty. Ada, can you acknowledge this highlighting will work? Are you okay? Last question, we'll leave an option or discuss. One question option, ma'am. So we will leave or discuss. Option da. One question is there an option na. Option. Discuss, huh? Where is my motivation? Okay. The same question is there in ICA material. Similar, not same, similar. Did you observe there was no question from SRE, SAE, SRS 800? All were essay. Hmm. Now comes. Uh-uh. Actually, I felt SA 800, SRE, SAE, SRS, they directly ask. It is easier than basic standards. Do you guys agree? Vanda. SAE 3400 explains prospective financial information, takes form of forecast, projection, combination. In this context, how do you differentiate forecast from projection? Provide example. It's a direct question from ICI. See how forecast and projections are different. Anyone wants to say? Let's direct question means let's discuss. See, forecast, projection. Forecast means they are prepared based on assumptions that are expected to take place. What assumption? Best estimate assumption. Whereas projections are based on hypothetical assumptions which may or may not take place. Now they are asking one example. Forecast means the example, sales will increase by 5% for bank loan. Sales will increase by 5%. Okay. Whereas for projection, next 5 years cash flow, or it can be combination of both. So presentation is easy over here. You start as per SAE 3400. You write the name. So first part. Then you write forecast. Forecast means based on events expected to take place, best estimate. Give one example. Forecast example 5%. Then you say projection. Hypothetical assumption may or may not take place. Say one example. Next 5 years. Or it can be combination of both. And you saw the conclusion. Since you cannot speculate, you cannot express a opinion. You give only a negative assurance on prospectus. See, which clause of ethics deals with 3400? I'm just asking outside this question. Which clause of ethics deals with, clause 3, part 1, second schedule. Can we go to the next one? Next one. B. Messrs. M. No. I have to go to the last. Identify the lapses in the above cases in respect of loans of bank. Bank auditor, what are the lapses you have to identify? From the question itself, I think you will get the answer because similar question I've seen somewhere. Can you please read with me? I'll finish in 10 minutes max. See, a credit facility of 12 crore was granted on recommendation of officer. The credit file did not contain adequate evidence regarding credit worthiness. Can you say what are the lapses here? Question itself has the answer. Kuta, what is the lapse over here? Here, the loan was granted on recommendation. There is lack of evidence. Then there is lack of one evidence is not there. Then lack of authorization, lack of proper documentation. So first one, how will you present? In the exam, you write question number B, put the heading audit of bank. Write one, this one. Write case, then write lapse. You write the case, write lapse. Then question 2, write the case, then write the lapse. Are you following? See, they asked lapses in each case. What is the lapse in the second case, guys? In another borrower account, the loan was disposed before execution. No promissory note and hypothecation. So what is the lapse here? Case you write. Lapse is what? Procedural lapse. Procedure is not proper. There is no proper agreement. That is the lapse. Are you following? Anna, can you reply? That is the second case. Okay, thank you. Third case. Actually, this is very simple. Certain pledged securities were not registered in the name of the bank. Title were not found. Again, you write for the exam. Case you write. Then you write lapse. What is the lapse? The title deed was not found. So, lack of evidence, lack of document. Second, it was not registered in the name of the bank. So, improper security. Third. Fourth, I felt that was very easy. Pledge security mentioned other pledge was found to be kept in single officer instead of being two responsible person. And what? Failure of internal control, lack of segregation of duty. Are you following? There should be lack of segregation of duty. That is the lapse. 5. In certain cash credit security, the branch were not maintained margin. See, for every account, there should be proper margin. Here the lapse is lack of margin. So here you have to put a heading, then you have to write 5 case and 5 lapses in each case. Where is the answer? See, this is the answer. They have written 5 cases, along with that 5 lapses. See, failure, failure. Hello? Can you acknowledge whether you understood? Ethics da. Don't give up, guys. Ethics. We are going to finish. Last question. CA Arpit is a newly qualified chartered accountant, started his practice, sought clients through telephone calls, almost all of them employed in one another retail business. One of the friends, Raja, gave him an idea of online services, give stock certification. Mr. Arpit started a website with colorful, eye-catching design, shared the website in social medias. He also tagged 30 traders in social local community caption. Discuss if it is in light of professional ethics. At a website, when you hear, whenever ethics come, all of you will answer. Good in one way. 611. Now, clause 6, part 1, first schedule. Now, as per the council guidelines, guilty or not guilty? Guilty. Can you say why guilty? See, he has tagged all the media, social medias. That's why he is guilty. See, designing color is not an issue. It indirectly amounts to solicitation. That's right. Very good. So, first start with clause 6, part 1, first schedule, 611. Then in the given case, finally, what he did, therefore he is guilty. See, always that last question is or. So, discuss now. Grow Limited prepared and presented the financials for the year circulated amongst shareholders. The summary financials, can you say summary financials with standard? Is not accompanied by audited FS. At our SA 810, you can go and check out. In SA 810, we say summary financials should be accompanied or both should be audited. If not both audited, there is a point. Association is not accompanied by audited FS. Instead, a note has been included that audited FS are available in registered office. As an auditor, explain procedures. Can you say what are the procedures you should do? There are, I think there are 6 or 7 points are there for procedures. I used to say it in a flow. You put a heading summary FS. In summary FS, you put as per SA 810, you give the intro. Then following are the procedure. First 3 points is relating to disclosure. Do you remember like this I have given? First 3 points are related to disclosure. Summary FS should disclose the nature. Then summary FS should disclose regarding if the audited FS is not available, where audited FS is available. Then summary FS should disclose applied criteria. Do you remember first 3 points in your procedure is to check the disclosure. Fourth point is you compare summary FS with why am I alone? Audited FS. Then after you compare, the next point is whether it is you have to evaluate the preparation, whether it is prepared as per criteria. What? Whether it is as per appropriate level of aggregation. Now they have asked you the procedure. Finally, whether audited FS is available. Hello? Very good. 7 points, alla? Wait, let me check. You put an intro. See, first 3 points are disclose. Disclose. Then this is also disclose. Disclose. First 3 points disclose. Then compare. Then prepare. Appropriate level of aggregation. Then availability of FS. No need of in the given case or conclusion. So that's it, guys. Thank you for being so wonderful audience, and thank you for being so patient and listening till the end. I know I've exceeded a little bit of time, but I think I've told you that I might go for 2 hours or plus. And thank you, Sikasa, for this opportunity, and all the very best to all my buddies who are appearing for the exams. Anytime, any doubts, you can feel free to contact, and keep going. All the very best.